Hey, Cowboys fans, the offseason is already in full swing, and the chatter around the team is picking up speed every year. The conversation starts with roster moves, and 2026 is no exception. From veteran contracts to emerging young talent, there are players whose futures with Dallas are uncertain, and each decision carries implications for the team's strategy. How the Cowboys handle departures, potential cuts, and roster reshaping will define the tone of the upcoming season as they aim to build a squad capable of contending for a championship. One of the first players drawing attention this offseason is linebacker Logan Wilson. While Wilson has had moments of solid play, his role has come under scrutiny. The linebacker room is becoming more competitive, and his standing on the depth chart has shifted behind Kenneth Murray. Financially, Wilson's cap hit tops $6.5 million. But with no guarantees, the team has flexibility to make moves without long-term financial burden. His start with the team included flashes of promise, including a respectable game against the Giants, but overall, his impact has not matched expectations. The front office faces a key question: invest in Wilson for another year, or redirect resources to strengthen other areas of the roster. On the offensive side, tackle Terrence Steel is drawing significant attention despite flashes of competence. His performance has been inconsistent, partly due to injuries that have interrupted his development. Steele's cap hit exceeds $18 million, and cutting him before June 1st could save nearly $9 million, while a post-June move would free up $14 million, giving the Cowboys substantial financial flexibility to invest in other positions. However, replacing him is not simple. The market for experienced tackles is limited, and while names like Trent Brown surface in speculation, their availability and fit for Dallas' system remain uncertain. The team must weigh Steele's potential against the cost and challenge of acquiring a reliable replacement, making this one of the more complicated roster decisions of the offseason. Defensively, safety Malik Hooker is another player under evaluation. With a cap hit of $9 million, limited trade value, and a history of injuries, Hooker's position is uncertain. The safety room itself faces challenges, with players like W. Thomas returning from injuries and Donovan Wilson possibly leaving in free agency. Hooker's on-field contributions have been modest, and the organization must consider whether reallocating his salary toward a younger or more productive defensive back could provide better value. Balancing experience, performance, and financial strategy will be key as Dallas evaluates its options in the secondary. Wide receiver John Domingo also finds himself in a precarious position, acquired for a fourth-round pick. His production has been underwhelming, with a modest contract under $2 million and little guaranteed money. Releasing Domingo could open a spot for a player who can contribute immediately, or give more opportunities to younger receivers like Tayon Holden. The offseason is all about maximizing value, and every roster decision must be weighed to ensure the Cowboys are fielding the most competitive lineup possible. Defensive tackle Kenny Clark presents a slightly different scenario. With a cap hit exceeding $21 million, Clark's performance has been strong enough to justify discussions about restructuring or extending his contract. His presence on the defensive line is crucial, but balancing financial flexibility with on-field impact requires careful planning. A restructured deal or short-term extension could allow Dallas to maintain stability while preserving salary cap space, reflecting the larger challenge of managing a roster that blends high-performing veterans with strategic investments for the future. Special teams are also in focus, with punter Brian Anger emerging as a candidate for reevaluation. While he is a consistent performer, the cost of maintaining one of the top punter salaries in the league prompts questions about whether those resources could be better used elsewhere. The Cowboys' defense faced challenges last season, and reallocating funds from a premium punter contract could strengthen positions with higher impact. Even if Anger remains effective, financial prudence and roster flexibility may necessitate a change, illustrating how interconnected performance, cost, and team needs are during the offseason. As Dallas navigates free agency and prepares for the draft, every decision resonates throughout the roster. Linebackers, offensive linemen, safeties, receivers, defensive tackles, and special teams players all contribute to a complex puzzle. Retaining or releasing a player affects depth charts, potential acquisitions, and draft strategy. Each choice influences training camp planning, rookie integration, and veteran leadership, underscoring how roster management blends performance evaluation with long-term planning. Evaluating players like Logan Wilson, Terrence Steel, Malik Hooker, John Domingo, Kenny Clark, and Brian Anger illustrates the balancing act the Cowboys must perform. Trades, contract restructures, and potential releases are not just transactions. They are strategic moves aimed at improving the roster while maintaining financial flexibility. While fan opinions may vary, these decisions will ultimately reflect the team's priorities, strengthening performance, preserving flexibility, and positioning Dallas as a contender for the upcoming seasons. The delicate balance of immediate needs versus long-term planning will shape the narrative of this offseason. Key depth across positions is also under review. Linebacker rotations, offensive line adjustments, secondary depth, and skill position versatility are all being evaluated. Contributions from players who may not make headlines remain vital for maintaining stability and adaptability. The right combination of veterans, emerging talent, and free agents will determine whether the Cowboys can withstand injuries, adapt to evolving schemes, and compete consistently in the National Football League's demanding environment. Financial strategy underpins every decision. Cap hits and guarantees influence every move. From releases to restructuring, roster management is not simply about performance, it is about allocating resources to maximize value. From protecting the quarterback to ensuring a reliable secondary, from pass rush efficiency to special teams execution, every dollar committed or freed impacts multiple facets of the roster and guides priorities in free agency and the draft. The upcoming offseason signals the direction of the franchise, retaining key contributors, releasing underperforming players, and strategically reallocating resources will be crucial as Dallas enters 2026. With a competitive mindset, fans can anticipate significant movement as the team navigates contracts, performance evaluations, and depth chart management. Decisions surrounding core players offer insight into the broader strategy shaping the Cowboys' approach to building a championship caliber roster. Players beyond the spotlight, like Cavani Turpin, also play roles in the overall strategy. With a cap hit just over $2 million, he provides affordable depth at wide receiver, and his presence allows Dallas to allocate resources to positions with higher immediate impact. Maintaining such players ensures continuity and reliability, balancing cost efficiency with on-field contributions. Developmental prospects like Luke Schoon make or face evaluation as well. His modest cap hit and training camp performance will determine whether he secures a spot on the roster. The Cowboys value competition and versatility, requiring players like Micah to demonstrate the ability to contribute across multiple scenarios. Balancing potential with immediate needs is an ongoing challenge as the team blends veteran experience with emerging talent. The Cowboys' linebacker and safety units are central to off-season planning. Beyond Wilson and Hooker, evaluating backups and potential free agent acquisitions ensures depth in case of injury or underperformance. Experience must be weighed against cost, and even minor changes in these positions can have significant effects on defensive efficiency, third down stops, and red zone coverage. Offensive line considerations extend beyond Steel. Enhancing pass protection and run blocking requires careful planning, especially if Steel is released. Whether through veteran acquisitions or positional shifts along the line, the Cowboys must consider chemistry, scheme familiarity, and individual skill sets. Draft picks may offer long-term solutions, but immediate needs often dictate reliance on proven performers. Cap management remains a crucial factor in determining how the team balances performance expectations with financial strategy. The wide receiver room embodies broader offseason challenges. With Domingo unlikely to return, players like Tayon Holden, Pickens, and potential veteran additions could see increased opportunities. Dallas must balance development for younger players with immediate production needs from seasoned receivers. Creating competition ensures the passing game remains versatile and adaptable to multiple defensive schemes, while also impacting quarterback timing and overall offensive efficiency. Special teams remain a pivotal focus. Beyond Anger, the Cowboys assess kicking, punting, and return duties for reliability and cost efficiency. Field position, scoring chances, and momentum often hinge on these units, making their evaluation critical. Decisions here influence game day strategies, including fourth down attempts, punt coverage, and return formations, highlighting the interconnected nature of roster management. Defensive tackle rotation, led by Kenny Clark, combines performance evaluation with financial planning. Retaining Clark while managing cap impact may require a restructure or extension. Depth behind him, whether through younger players or free agents. Ensures consistency along the defensive front. These decisions affect pass rush, run defense, and rotation strategies, all vital for maintaining a high-energy defensive line throughout the season. Looking further into the offseason, the Cowboys' focus extends beyond the marquee names to players whose roles are critical for maintaining depth and versatility. Evaluating emerging talent is as important as managing veteran contracts. Young linebackers, for instance, must demonstrate their ability to step into rotational roles if starters struggle or injuries occur. These players are being closely observed in organized team activities and mini-camps, where their understanding of the defensive scheme, adaptability to multiple packages, and physical readiness are assessed. The front office and coaching staff must determine which younger players offer immediate contribution and which are better suited for development over time. The secondary remains a key area of attention, with Malik Hooker's future uncertain and potential departures looming. The Cowboys are weighing options for strengthening the backfield. Players like Donovan Wilson, if he exits in free agency, leave gaps that require strategic solutions. Developing versatile safeties and cornerbacks who can cover multiple positions, support in the box, and excel in man-to-man scenarios is critical. The balance of experience and youth will define how resilient the defense can be throughout the long season, particularly in crucial third down and red zone situations. Every addition, retention, or release in the secondary affects not only coverage schemes, but also the front seven's ability to pressure the quarterback, highlighting the interconnected nature of roster decisions. Offensive line evaluation continues to demand attention. If Terrence Steel is released, the Cowboys will need to secure a capable replacement quickly, whether that comes from free agency, internal adjustments, or drafting a rookie. The decision will influence both the passing game and run blocking schemes. Chemistry along the line is essential. Tackles, guards, and centers must work seamlessly together to protect the quarterback in open running lanes. The team's offensive line coach will play a critical role in integrating new personnel while ensuring that cohesion and technique are maintained. Draft picks may offer potential long-term solutions, but immediate performance needs often dictate reliance on veterans or hybrid players capable of filling multiple roles. The wide receiver corps is under careful scrutiny, with John Domingo unlikely to return. Other players are poised to take on expanded roles. Developing younger receivers like Tan Holden or exploring opportunities for under-the-radar talent could yield significant impact. Balancing developmental time with the need for consistent production is a delicate task. Quarterback timing, route precision, and overall offensive efficiency all hinge on the ability of receivers to execute consistently. The Cowboys must ensure that their receiving group can adapt to multiple defensive looks, remain durable, and contribute immediately while maintaining room for growth and depth across the position. Before we roll on, subscribe to Cowboys Wire News, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Your support keeps the Dallas Cowboys updates coming. Tell us what you think in the comments. In a shocking turn that has sent ripples across the NFL community, rumors are swirling around the Dallas Cowboys locker room after quarterback Dak Prescott made a statement that has fans and analysts buzzing. According to sources close to the team, Prescott allegedly told teammates, "If he comes back, I'm out of the Cowboys." While the remark has not been officially confirmed in a press conference, insiders suggest that it refers to a potential return of a key former player whose presence could drastically alter the team's dynamic. The comment has sparked intense speculation about what Prescott's departure could mean for the franchise. The Cowboys have long relied on him as a cornerstone of their offense, and any hint of tension could have far-reaching implications both on and off the field. Analysts are already debating whether this could affect team morale, recruitment, and even the strategy for the upcoming season. Some argue that Prescott's loyalty and performance have been unwavering, which makes the alleged statement even more surprising. Fans have taken to social media in droves, dissecting every nuance of the rumor. Some believe this could be a negotiating tactic aimed at influencing management decisions, while others fear it signals a fracture in what has traditionally been seen as a tight-knit locker room. Meanwhile, the identity of he remains a hot topic of speculation. Names of star players who previously left Dallas or even rivals from other teams have been floated in countless online debates, further fueling the fire. While nothing has been officially confirmed, insiders hint that team executives are quietly working behind the scenes to manage the situation. The Cowboys have been known for high-profile moves and dramatic player returns, and this rumored conflict could be the latest chapter in the franchise's storied history. Regardless of the truth behind Prescott's statement, the speculation alone is enough to dominate headlines and stir conversations among fans, pundits, and sports networks alike as the rumor mill churns. One thing is clear, the Dallas Cowboys could be on the brink of a dramatic shakeup, and the NFL world will be watching closely to see whether Dak Prescott's alleged ultimatum becomes reality or fades into the annals of locker room lore. That's a wrap from Cowboys Wire News. For breaking Cowboys updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Tell us your take in the comments.